Alright guys, welcome back to Gilded Gaming and Suikoden 5. Let's get back to it. When we last left off, we had just defended Raft Fleet in a naval combat. And I think it's time for some recruitment, I think is what we were saying. Let's see what we can do about that. I wonder if we should go back to the detective agency. How much money do I have? 7,000. But not really enough to do much more blacksmithing. The inn over here, right? Can we over to the left here? Did we ever find that out? Hey Rufus, how's it going, man? Who's this guy? Chef. Ah, if it isn't His Highness, let me whip you up something delicious. What would you like? Your Highness, you gotta try the fish. He ain't gonna be able to resist one of Retso's meals. He's on a battle in two? It's not me. We've got a good river with beautiful fish, nothing more. Ah, come on, Retso. You ain't gotta be all modest. Was Hayo's wife? Oh my. Tarnation, everything's so damn good. Always end up ordering more than I can eat. So, ain't no way I can finish. You have a problem with Dad's food? Nah, Shunmin. Got it all wrong, Missy. I love your pat piece of grub. I raised that fishy myself, you know. I cleaned it myself. I even brought it out here myself. And now if you don't eat it, that means the fishy died for nothing. Oh, Shunmin, you gotta believe me, Missy. If it weren't that That's enough, Shunmin. Excuse me, kind sir. Nah, Shunmin's right. Dad taught me that life is precious. That's right, Shunmin. But next, I've got to teach you the importance of manners. Daddy? Now join my crew. It's looking like some princely advice would come in handy about now. I'll eat what you can't finish. Your Highness. The prince is offering to pick through my leftovers? Tarnation. Retso's meals are artistic and stuff, like one of them paintings by that Ivanarograph guy. What was his name? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, Retso's like one of them artistes. And all this talking's make my stomach get a growling. Time to dig in. Shunmin, be nice to your pappy here. Mister, I will. Please don't feel like you have to finish, sir. Ah, don't you worry, Retso. We've got this guy. I could stuff my face here all day. Welcome to our restaurant, Prince. We've got the tastiest, yummiest fishies in all of Felina. The freshwater fish in this country are gorgeous. It'll be a delight creating dishes with them. Right, so, like we can recruit them? They're just here at a restaurant. All right. Your Highness, what do you think we should do now? I don't know. Buy some more salt, I guess. I was a merchant in the past, but the world was particularly new then. And he didn't say anything different. One recruit may be in prison now. I need one of the guards. Okay. Do I have the guards? I have the guards. Is there an item shop in Raftfleet? I'm just gonna check if I have enough medicine, but rune shop, blacksmith. I don't know if there is an item shop. Mom's worth more than 100 men, Prince. She's better than me and Pop put together. I gotta go pick up the boat. Be right back. Still down at the Basca mine, remember? Oh, we can't use the boat right now, so we can't go to the prison. The next cutscene. Where do you trigger that at? Am I leaving Raftfleet, maybe? Goblin and all his men are going down just like those warships did. I think we've been over here. Oh boy, you were just amazing, Your Highness. Okay. Oh, let's just leave Raftfleet, I guess. Our girl say, Prince, you did it. Oh, very helpful. Now I feel like I have direction. You and that tactician ain't just chased off Luger's fleet, Your Highness. You showed the people of Raftfleet that you got the power to fight back. It's pretty big. This could end up being our castle, I could see that. Godwin ain't gonna scare us forever. We're gonna take him on. Your Highness, I can't thank you enough that the hawk ain't even got a scratch on her. Go to Rainwall. Yeah, there's like not an item shop or an armor shop in this town, is there? I thought there was. I'm not seeing it. So, it looks like Baram has failed us. Lucky that casualties were as low as they were. The enemy was stronger than anticipated. Much stronger. So, Father, what do you think about Lucretia Merce's siding with them? Good riddance. A great leader should be surrounded by loyal men, not backstabbers like her. He looks like she wouldn't harm a fly, but that woman eats people alive, both her enemies and her friends. Do you really think a fool like Barrows and a brat like the prince will be able to control her? No, nobody can. You want to sit back and enjoy the show then, Father? Lord Godwin, General Dilbert Novum has arrived. Dilbert. Ah, right, on time. Thanks for coming. I presume you've heard about Bahram. Yes, my lord. He still has much respect for Admiral Raja. This was surely no ordinary battle for him. No, General Luger isn't so weak as to let personal feelings interfere with his duty to his country. As his comrade, General Novum, you should know that. The Prince and Lady Mercis were on Raffleet's side. That was General Luger's downfall. Interesting theory. Lord Novum, I mean, Dilber. The Prince and his rebel forces have infested Rainwall. I'd like you all to put them down once and for all. I thought you'd never ask, my lord. I'll crush anyone who dares to defy you, commoner or noble. It makes no difference. They all bleed the same. That they do. And if we need blood spilled, who better to wield the sword than my greatest general? I await news of your victory. I will not fail you, my lord. We're already back here. Okay. Here's my answer. We got some more of those. Sell. Okay. Let's check. Is there anything different? What? Don't waste my time with idle chatter. I need to concentrate. Nope. He's the same. Trade. This guy, that's right. Oh, Your Royal Highness, I offer you the heartiest congratulations on your ever so magnificent victory. Indeed, news of Your Highness's incredible exploits has already spread throughout the whole of Rainwall. You recruited Lady Mercis as your tactician, drove off General Luger, and even secured Raffleet as an ally. All of that in one fell swoop. My, marvelous work. Absolutely marvelous. Oh, I'm so very, very proud indeed. And what exactly do you have to be proud of? Ah, Lord Barrows, how do you do? I'm Kisara from Raffleet, your proud new ally. I'm here on Raja's behalf. It's a pleasure to meet you, Lord Barrows. Oh ho, such a lovely representative Raja has chosen. My, the pleasure is all mine. Definitely assure you. So, Raffleet defeated the great General Luger, did they? With such power on my side, I feel very, very secure indeed. Oh, but it wasn't Raffleet alone. We couldn't have done it without the help of the Prince and Lucretia. It's nice to see you again, Lord Barrows. Oh, well, if it isn't the lovely Lady Merces. Why, your beauty is not faded in the least. Oh, your incarnation caused me many sleepless nights. Incarceration caused me many sleepless nights, my lady. But it appears you are none the worse for wear. Thank you very much, Lord Barrows. Lord Barrows, we all may be from the most diverse of backgrounds, but we all have been brought together by one man. That man is the Prince. I propose we all put our interests aside and work to selflessly support his cause. Oh, of course. Indeed, you know that my loyalties have always been with His Royal Highness the Prince, yes? I always have and I always will serve humbly and with selfless devotion. Well, rooms shall be prepared for all of you in just a moment. Just until then, my valiant heroes, relax. Oh. You still our party person? Oh, Your Highness, I'm so glad you made it back safely. Oh, please excuse me. I was so relieved. It seems I forgot myself for a moment. You wish to change your traveling companions, do you? There we go. All right. I mean, we have everybody in the group right now. That's probably for the best, right? I think it's good. You did it, Your Highness. This is more like it. All right. A remarkable victory, Your Highness. We'll have to fight just as hard in the next battle. We can go train, we can recruit. Yeah, we can do that. I don't think there's any reason to rest here, really. I think we're pretty much rested up. Naval battle didn't really take anything out of us. Yeah, fine. All right. Well, let's stop by the storage over here, though. We'll drop all those pieces off. First. These orbs, they get added to your attacks. Like, how do you equip those? Ooh, we got 4 boost pieces. You don't remember? All runes are equipped directly onto people. I guess the people I have just couldn't equip them. Let's go by the rune shop real quick. Is it up here? The black spot here. Is the rune shop over here too? No. I think it's the next level down. assemble the boost pieces here. Boost orb, boost effect, stronger 3 turns, then HP to 1. Oh, thing. I see like the venom orb. I can't equip it. Maybe Leon can. Yeah, okay, so I just Rador can't equip it? Does it have to go on your right hand, maybe? Maybe it has to go on your weapon hand. Like, look here. It highlights the right hand, but not the left, right? So I guess weapon orbs have to go on your right hand, maybe? It's like Freydor can't do it because it doesn't have a right hand slot. And like, Thyleeds can't take off her wind rune, I guess. Yeah, Kisara can only put it on the right hand. Yeah, okay. That must be how those work. Actually, oh, we'd have to go where the Viper Rune is. Viper Rune versus Venom Rune. Kisara. Oh, we have Kisara in our party now too. Viper's 30% insta kill. Okay, okay. And Venom is poison, right? Okay, no rare finds. Let's not spend any money on armor then. We have some more blacksmithing to do actually. Like Kisara. Yeah, Kisara's got level 1 mooring rope. Is a mooring rope. I wonder if her and her husband and daughter all together have a group attack. Alright, so we have a couple 7s, 6s, a 5, and a 1. Also, there's skills. So he's got 2 Ds, technique and vitality, hack and analyze, magic and magic defense. So she's like a mage. 62 magic. Yeah, okay. Well, because she's low level. Yeah, she's level 8. Okay. Maybe I would have given her the fire rune if I'd noticed that, but that's okay. Well, she'll work out. That's good for now. Let's head out. Is there anybody recruiting this town? You didn't mention anything, so I'm gonna assume probably not. Oh, I should check the detective. I'm sorry you had to come all this way just to find out the detective's not in. He's probably snooping around someplace and hopefully staying out of trouble. Hey, I'm doing some crucial napping here. Go bug someone else, will you? Yeah, what a pain. I'm not sure when the detective will be back. Alright, well. Where could we go? We could go to Raff Fleet. We already checked the trading house here. Odd village for Josephine in the prison for another guy? Okay. You got a raft fleet deed in the prison, I guess. Just checking. Snooping around someplace. Maybe we have to find the detective out and about before we find him at his agency. Alright, so we'll head out to oops. We'll head out to Raft Fleet first, I guess. Well, actually we can go to the artist city, Odd Village first. Find Josephine. Yeah, I remember. Thank you, though. How's it going, no girl? I don't know if I said hi when you started talking. So hi.
Here we go.
Third person in the tunnels before the prison. Do not interrupt his speech by hitting X to speed it up. Okay.
Victory to us. Never underestimate me. Here we go. Victory to us.
Counter orb. Okay. Is Josephine the girl that doesn't like the way I dress? That's the only person I know of in here with the name that went to mind. This chick. Huh? Oh, she's gonna like side leads? Huh? What are you looking at? You there. Who tailored your outfit? This? I designed it myself and told the tailor how I wanted it made. Why do you want to know? By yourself? It's as if a storm cloud of sanity has opened up from the heavens above. Finally, someone who carries a fashion sense that matches my own high cultural sensibilities. I've been waiting to meet someone like you. You, my good lady, are a fashion diva. A fashion diva? I've been called many things in my life, but that's the new one. My name is Josephine. I fancy myself a fashion diva as well. I deem you worthy to be my rival. Fellow fashion diva, consider it an honor. Okay. So, tell me, fellow fashion diva, what shall be our next destination? Our next destination? You're coming too? Of course! We should stay as close together as possible so we may inspire each other to even greater heights. Sure, why not? Ray, what do you think? Alright. You guess that's alright? Got a lot of nerd for someone with no fashion sense to speak of. I'm not asking for permission from someone who looks like one of those dirty grassies dressed him. You should just shut up and accept your good fortune. You should be honored to travel with 2 fashion divas. One of those dirty grassies, huh? Oh. Sure. All right. So now we gotta go back to Raft Fleet. We can go to the prison. I was second decent mage. Yay! Guys, I am working like extra hard this week. I'm probably putting in like 80 hours, so the streams are gonna be a little bit shorter. But I also am getting messages from work constantly, so I'm trying to make sure I stay on top of that. While Raft Fleet visit the item shop, there should be a guy there. I was just looking for the Raft Fleet item shop last time to buy some medicine. Where is the Raft Fleet item shop? I didn't see it. I couldn't find the item or the armor shop while I was in Raft Fleet. I thought it had one, but I don't know. I just couldn't find it last time I was there. I'll look for it. Raft Fleet's a total maze, yeah.
Here we go. The Lady Merced.
I miss the ability to just be like, oh, I'm better than this fight. Pretend I fought it. That was a nice ability. I think Raft Fleet's just up ahead.
Here we go.
We did it!
Chad just always says the same thing. He definitely looks recruitable. I just don't know what you gotta do for him. Alright, let's look for this item shop. Oh, it's Murad. Your Highness, the Prince, we meet again. Join us. Your Highness, I'm honored that you would extend to me such an invitation. But it's very important to me that I remain neutral. My purpose is to provide medical care to any army or faction. I tried. If I were an item shop, where would I be? Oh, maybe it's through here, isn't it? Like you go through the blacksmith. Yeah. Not? Oh, it's gotta be over here somewhere. Here's the armor. There it is. Found it. Oh, Your Highness, thanks for protecting Raffleet. Can't believe you repelled that armada. You're absolutely amazing. Huh? Who am I? I'm the most powerful merchant in Felina. Well, I'm actually the most powerful merchant grandson. Shinro's the name. Nice to meet you. The nerve of them trying to force Raffleet to do their will. Ridiculous, if you ask me. For trade to work, merchants need to be able to go where they want, buying cheaply and selling to their customers. We can't have bloodthirsty guys like Goblin in charge. It's bad for business. And I'm all about business, of course. Your Highness, we can't let Goblin cramp my style. Hey, I'll even help you out. Nice. We've befriended him. I can't fight, but I can get you the stuff you need so you can fight. With my trusty abacus at my side, I'll be the best merchant in the land. Believe it. Okay, Naruto. A blue jacket. Blue just seems to mean 10 HP. Everything that says blue is 10 HP. Strength Sash is like much weaker than the other thing we found before, but it is still 5 attack. Something. Yeah, I'd rather have money for the weapon upgrades right now. Oh my god, I can get followers and viewers? And primes? Oh my god. It's amazing. Let's see, I think I just gotta hit this button. There we go. I got all of them. Okay, and there was our money. See how we're doing formation wise. Okay. And they're not here. Our friends with the boat are not here, so I don't know how we're going to the prison right now. Are they over here? Oh, they're not over here. They're over there. Interesting. Is there somewhere we walk to get the boat now? This is where the boat is, right? Hold your head up high, Prince. Don't forget what you've done for us. You think they went to Rainwall? Seriously? Oh my lord. Walked all the way down here for nothing. Well, I guess it wasn't for nothing. Alright, let's go back to Rainwall. Plot stuff makes certain things not available sometimes. Fair. Maybe there's something I have to do plot-wise. We'll go back to Rainwall, see what we might be missing. Hey, I think this might be our violence thing. Oh, jeez. I should have just left the prince in the front.
Here we go. Victim to us.
Yay, violence piece. See what a violence rune does. That should be our fourth one. Yeah, nice.
Here we go.
I get why she's not a good tank. I just figure, you know, like I was trying to put the short range people in the front. She might be high enough level to deal with the world map, but we ran into that rare werewolf guy.
We did it!
Violent status after receiving damage twice. Must be good. why she can't do the counter orb. Oh, she has the red rose rune. Alright, let's give you the counter rune. Let's give fire to Josephine. Or not? I thought she had another hand. Come on. I read that wrong. Whatever. I don't know what violence status does, but I imagine it's gonna make us do more damage. Maybe I need to go to my bedroom. We never went to our bedroom. We usually got here, talked to people and left. Yeah. Selfless devotion from that old snake? Yeah, right. Oh, it pains me to see my lady have to play along with a fool like him. That's a classic strategy, though. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Right, Lucretia? Read into it what you will. But, you know, there's something I've been wondering about. Leon, is the coast clear? Huh? Oh, yes, ma'am. No, I don't hear anyone. Your Highness, I would like to find out the truth behind the Lord Lake Uprising. Lord Barrows is hiding something important. I can feel it. Yeah, we've been thinking that too. We've been to Lord Lake several times and there doesn't seem to be any dirt on Barrows there. No, the answer doesn't lie in Lord Lake alone. The rioters got as far as the East Palace after all. Officially, Barrows' soldiers were overwhelmed by the sheer size of the mob. But I've always wondered if that was the real story. But won't it be hard for us to snoop around? Barrows will know something is up. Not if we have the help of a professional detective. Ah, a detective, huh? Yes, someone who can find skeletons even the most tightly locked closet. His name is Oboro. Oh, Oboro, I know him. His office is actually a ship, so he often comes to Rathfleet to visit. He's just finished up a case, so he should be free right now. Perfect. Your Highness, shall I have my husband and daughter negotiate with him? No, Oboro is a most important potential ally. That is why I think it would be best if you, Your Highness, met with him directly. He's usually at one port or another, so he might be docked here in town, right? Right now? Why don't you check, Your Highness? Oh, we lost Kasara. Oboro's boat may be in port. You should have a look. All right. Let's go get a detective. That's going to help a lot. Lucretia. Yes? I need to know one thing. Why are you helping my nephew? Is it to make up for what you did? No. In the end, I only delayed the inevitable by 2 years, but I still do think it was the right thing to do. And I became the prince's tactician because it too. It's the right thing to do. Because it too is the right thing to do. There's nothing more to it than that. Damn woman. I really, really hate you. You know that, Lucretia. But I do feel a little bit better now. My nephew needs your strength. Please help him, Lucretia. I will. Yeah, I'll be happy to be unshackled from this guy. He's clearly not on our side, really. He's just out for himself. End up helping Lord Lake and uncovering that Barrows is just as bad as, you know, the Godwins. Oh, Prince, welcome. Detective Oboro, the Prince is here. Okay, I'm coming. Oh. Welcome to our agency. Here's my card. Oboro of the Oboro Detective Agency. What's this piece of paper for? It's my business card. Haven't you ever seen one before? I invented them, you know. I think they're pretty snazzy, but they're not catching on like I expected. Yeah, they're snazzy, like you say. Detective, that's enough chit-chat. Time to talk business. I guess you're right. Let's find out how we can help you guys then. Right this way, please. Interesting. So you'd like us to investigate what Lord Barrows was up to at the time of the Lord Lake Uprising, eh? That about the size of it? Yes, can you do that for us? Can we ever? We'll have Barrows covered in dirt before you know it. Just like that, Detective. The uprising was 2 years ago. Do you really think we can do it? Please. With us involved, 2 years is like 2 minutes. Besides, the Prince wants us to solve a mystery. And who doesn't love a good mystery? Well, I guess you have a point. Oh, alright, fine. Oh, and about the fee, Prince, I'll talk it over with your people later. Shigure, come on, wake up. It's time for work. I'm awake. Oh, jeez, what do you want now? Oh, man, what a pain in the... Alright, leave the rest to us. When the investigation's complete, I'll give you guys a report, and we should be done in no time. Alright, thank you very much, Detective. Huh? What is... is something wrong, young lady? No, nothing's wrong at all. Sorry about that, Prince. I don't know what came over me. I thought you said we're supposed to go with them, do I? What? The detective and the others? They already left on an investigation. Swift investigations, privacy guaranteed. Nothing but the straight facts. You can count on us. Yeah, I can't talk to him. He's already gone. Fair enough. Join me. What? Don't waste my time with idle chatter. I need to concentrate. One day. What you want from me? What's with your costume? I am playing dress up as the prince. Whatever, leave me alone, man. Save the game. said quit bugging me. Get out of here. I said quit bugging. Okay. Try and talk to Leon. What was with that attitude? How rude. Oh, she's just talking about the drunk now. Alright, well, whatever. Talk to her outside. Maybe she'll talk about something else. Oh, what the hell? Hey, Prince! Stop hoarding in on us, man. What's a pain? Jigure? You gave us this job, so quit messing with our work. What do you mean? We're investigating that drunk. Huh? Why would you need to go investigate him? His name's Norden. He was the vice captain of the Barrow's garrison during the Lord Lake uprising. He resigned after failing to stop the uprising from passing through Barrow's territory. That guy? He's coming out. Let's hide. I guess I'm with the investigation after all. All right. Okay. Shady character. You mean like the detective in disguise or something? Some other person. Who was that guy who followed him? That was a lookout man. Ugh, what a pain. We should follow him. Guess we gotta. I'll go too. What? You want to go? We better hurry or we may lose them. Yeah. Standing around's a pain too. Have it your way. Oh, they joined the party. Nice. Put one of them here. And another one here. And a little bit of this. Oh. Where'd he go? Stop! Oh, there he is. What did you and the prince speak of just now? You haven't let anything slip, have you? What? The hell are you talking about, man? That was just some stupid kid in a little old costume. You truly are pathetic. I think you know already, but here's a reminder. You'll live longer if you keep your mouth shut. Hey, man, get out of here. You're killing my buzz, man. You need to cut back. You've been a very loose-lipped drunk lately. Keep it up, and it'll be the end of you. I said get out of here, man. I'll be keeping an eye on you. Given your carelessness, I'm sure we'll meet again. Damn, what a pain. We gotta follow that other guy now, too. That won't be necessary. Uh-oh. Oh. I thought it was that guy. Detective Oboro. Ah, the Prince and Leon. You're here too, I see. Shouldn't we follow that man? Nope, that's not necessary. I have a way to find out where he's going. Let me go home and sleep then. You're still in the middle of a job. Oh yeah, that's right. What a pain. Shall we continue the investigation then? Are you going to stick around, Your Highness? I want to see how this unfolds. Why you gotta stick your nose in our business? What a pain. Well, this is the prince's job and he's our client. If he wants to come along, he's more than welcome. Oh, Oboro's jarring now. Sure. Oh, he's support? That mean I can just put him in the entourage? Okay. Goodbye, Remy Fa. Let's get going then. Not over here, huh? Here to meet someone. I guess he must have gone back the other way while we were talking. It's a trained rat. Oh, welcome back. Nice work. A mouse? You figured it out already. Ah, impressive as always. Freaking Ratatouille up in here. Like a Wild Arms character. Let's follow. Okay. The Great Mouse Detective. Yeah. Nice work. Barrow's Mansion. Figures. What's going on here? This mouse is one of my trusted employees. One of my best assistants, really. He followed the man who was threatening Norden. What? So that man is in the mansion. That's right. We've got to think about over our next move carefully. Let's return to the office for a bit. Okay. Ooh, we got step by step here. That man went inside the house. Yeah, that's about what I said. And in order, we need to talk to you about something. Okay. Thanks, Rufus. If I mess up the answers, it takes longer to recruit him. Got it. But Norden was intimidated by some thug into maintaining his silence, huh? Then you saw the thug head into the mansion. What could it all mean? It means Norden knows about a certain skeleton in Lord Burrow's closet. That's why they want to shut him up. And I bet the skeleton concerns a sort in Lord Lake Uprising. So if we can speak to Norden, this job will be pretty much over. That's right. Your Highness, I'll ask you again. What would you like to do now? This is our responsibility, after all. You can leave this to us if you want, but you're still more than welcome to come along. I've come this far. I can't leave. Same here. This is so exciting. Good mystery is always addictive, isn't it? But you'll need a bit of a disguise if you want to come along. We can't have a Lord Barrows finding out that the prince is investigating the Lord Lake Uprising now, can we? Oh, back in our red clothes, those are much more nondescript. And also the set of clothes we were wearing when we met Lord Barrows here. But sure, this will be a great disguise. Oh, the perfect disguises. Now you don't look like a prince and a queen's knight in the least. I'm still an apprentice, if anyone ever bothered to listen. Poor Leon. Oh, what a pain. Hey, who are those dirty brats? The Prince and Leon. What? They can't be a hottie like Leon. Serious? It's true. Shigure, you call yourself a detective? Ah, shut up. Anyway, we gotta get going. That drunk's knocking him back again. Ah, is he? Let's go have a talk with him then and solve our little mystery. This is seriously the worst pair of clothes we could be wearing right now. You guys again, man. Please, we need to talk. I don't got nothing to say to some stupid kids. Get out of here, man. Sir, just give us a quick moment of your time. We'd like to talk about Lord Lake. Will you hear us out? Huh? Who are you, crazy man? Who am I? Here, this is who I am. You don't give him your card. When the thugs find the card on him, they're going to know he talked and they're going to kill him. You crazy, man. Why you give me some stupid old piece of paper? You don't know? It's called a business card. Anyway, just have a look at it. It'll tell you who I am. Hmm? Oh, you're a detective, man. Get out of here. I don't know nothing. Oh, but I think you do. I said Lord Lake. Lord Lake. Hey, man, not so loud. Why should you care if I said Lord Lake? Or one of the borrowers higher up here? How do you... Shall we go somewhere else then? Alright. We should take this conversation to my office. Nice. Gordon joined the party. Nice support. Okay. Ah, welcome back, Your Highness, Detective. And this must be Norton? That's right. You ain't getting anything out of me. I can't force you to talk, Norton, but I think you'd be better off if you spoke now. And if I don't, you gonna torture me, man? You want me to? Well, I hate to disappoint you, but we don't use those kinds of techniques here. Shigure, get the boat ready for departure. Okay. What a pain. Where are you taking me, you crazy ass detective? Your Highness, where would you like to take him? Shall we take him there? Ah, seeing is believing, isn't it? Let's go. Are we gonna take him to the Lord Lake? That dirty rat. Oh, we're back over here. Yeah, this is. You can walk to Lord Lake from here, right? Yeah, this is where Lord Lake is. You get a good look at Lord Lake and he'll start talking. Check out my case closed. No, you can't sail to Lord Lake. No water. Very true.
What a pain.
Oh, wow. I was going to say they did a lot of damage. Sagiri and Shigure are 30 and 35. Okay. I'm guessing we're going to have to take out that dam so that we can get water back to Lord Lake to get Lord Lake on our side. He says, what a pain during the attack. Yeah. Ugh. Is this the first time you've been back since the uprising, Norden? Take a look. Pretty bad, wouldn't you say? Or do you like the scorched earth look in your towns? Oh, no. You can't pin this on me. It wasn't my fault. No, I think you realize all too well the seriousness of your crime. That's why you refuse to talk and attempt to drink your memories away, am I right? What else can I do? I can't change the past. But this is inhumane. Then you know what you have to do. You need to atone for your sins or you won't be able to go on living. Atone? You really think I can? Well, that's up to the people who are suffering due to your crime. But if you refuse to atone, you'll only add to your guilt. He's still carrying the bottle. I need to think. What a pain. What's there to think about, man? You? Shigure, that's enough for now. Let's go back. Okay. So if you don't join in this investigation, it just sort of happens without you, and you miss out on all this story, huh? Interesting. The game's full of missable scenes. Oh. Figure's actually long range. Figure's the short range one. Do people in the entourage get XP? Doesn't seem like they do.
For Lady Merced.
They don't. Okay. Josephine says something different depending on who you take to recruiter. There's 3 different options. Gotcha. Wait, you dirty rats. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, what's going on? Borrow soldiers. What are they doing here? There they are. Those are the damn Godwin agents. Oh, God. Okay. Huh? We've seen you lurking around Borrow's mansion. Give up or you'll be sorry. Let's come to this then. What should we do? Let's fight. Give up like they ask. No, we'll fight. Come on. You got it. Fine, fine. Man, what a pain. If it's a fight you want, don't expect any mercy from us. Borrow soldier. Alright. If I do formation, there's a formation skill, huh? What does it do? 1 times damage column attack. Meh. Didn't have any runes. Oh, she has a strike rune. Okay then. Hello. Aww. The strike rune stuns her, or incapacitates her, or whatever. Unbalances her. It's not as overpowered as it was in 4. Not so much for those guys.
For goodness sake.
Well, that's that. Let's leave the scene for now. I'm sure reinforcements are on their way. Wow, I was worried there for a moment. Sorry, this is my fault. Don't worry about it. This is our job. We're used to it. I wonder why they attacked all of a sudden. I don't think the House of Borrows was too worried about Norden talking on his own. But when we started moving in on them, they felt threatened, as well as they should have. So they decided to silence him? Yeah, that sounds about right. Your Highness, please forgive me. I will tell you everything I know about the Lord Lake Uprising. Thanks, Norden. However, I will need some time to get my head together. I'll tell you everything you need to know, though, I promise. It's okay, Norden. I can understand where you're coming from. I'm just glad you finally decided to come clean. Your Highness, leave the rest to us. We'll need to hide Norden for a while to keep him safe, but don't worry. We'll pay you a visit with the truth when you need it, Your Highness. Oh, we lost them. Hey, we're back in Raftfleet. Let's see if our boat's back yet. Yep. basket mine. So we can't actually sail back to the front entrance to the jail, which makes sense that because they're still running the jail. We have to go through the mine again if we want to get back to the jail. Oh, do I still have CS in the party? Ooh, good question. Might have to go back. I think I put her in the entourage, but I'm not sure. We had to add so many people during that last quest. I don't know. We do. We have CS in the entourage. Here we go. Yeah. Josephine has 34 hit points. You should level quickly though. Alright, go back through the mines again. Oh wait, there's a guy outside. Oh yeah, Beaver. Ain't no trespassing, you hear? We hate humans on Scram. This is a no human zone. Okay. I guess we're not ready to recruit Beaver yet. Don't interrupt a person in the mine. Got it. Damage to a foe makes others more hostile. Does that mean it draws aggro to her? Not sure what that means.
Here we go.
That's great. Oh. Does double damage but turns off all our unite attacks? That doesn't sound any fun.
We did it!
And it's not at the moment. I guess in certain parties that'd be awesome. Ooh, Venom Orb. No, ignore that poll. Like I keep forgetting to turn that off. The poll is finished. Valkyria Chronicles 1. We're getting health bars again. Hey, we got the long throw.
Victory to us.
Salt's super expensive again. Kind of goes through a rotation there. I think that's a dead end there. There's a lot of dead ends in this part.
Here we go.
Right. But yeah, Valkyria Chronicles won the poll. Sadly, we're not going to be playing Valkyria Chronicles tonight because I need to end a little early so that I can program. Yay, crunch time. Oh no. Oh well. Oh. Wait, how'd you get back? Did you have a sacrificial Jesus? What was that? If so, what a waste. Okay. He's closer around here somewhere. Oh, maybe I should be looking around, I guess. Who's that dwarf dude?
They can't defeat me.
Okay.
Here we go.
And if we just get access to the detective tonight, I will feel like that is a successful night in Suikoden 5.
We did it!
Given that I have so much work to do this week and I'm probably not going to have time to have extra long streams, We may just do Suikoden 5 this week and not do any Valkyria Chronicles, and maybe that'll work out. We'll just like finish Suikoden 5 and then do Valkyria Chronicles. I don't know. I'm really enjoying Suikoden 5 anyways. I don't mind the longer sessions. All the crits. Ooh, hello. Oh, it's Egbert! Oh, greetings, Prince Freyador. It has been some time since His Highness graced me with his presence. The underground passageways under Stormfist are sealed. That's how I ended up here. Somehow this sort of place appeals to my nature. It embarrasses me to admit such a thing, but there you have it. Oh yes, Your Highness. I've heard that you're taking a stand against that filthy devil, Godwin. You're going to bash him up good. This is absolutely wonderful news. That insalubrious blackguard Godwin is truly the very soul of evil incarnate. He goes super slow to make you want to hit the X button, huh? His pestiferous being spreads evil to everything it touches. Stormfist used to be mine, I tell you. It rightfully belongs to the house of Aethelbald. He took it from me. He tricked everyone. Filthy, filthy devil. I love Egbert. No quarter or mercy for the filthy devil. Bashes execrable, maleficent, rancorous, damnable face devil. Perfidious, miserable, odious wretch. Yeah! There's no button. There it is. We should wait with no text coming up on that one. I really can't take this anymore. To be honest, thinking about it makes me a bit batty sometimes. I hope it's not too noticeable. Nope, didn't notice a thing. Your Highness, please let me join your army. I must defeat that filthy devil, Godwin. My own two hands shall squeeze his neck. I'll stab him in the forehead with my fingernail. Divine retribution. Oh my. Please forgive me, I forgot myself for a moment. Even so, my wish to join your army was not merely caused by my overexcited passions. Please, I would be most honored to join your fine and noble army, Your Highness. Dude, you are in. You are very in. Well, what would you have me do? Join us. Yes, Your Highness. It is an honor. Oh my. Choices. Choices must be made. Excuse me. Was he support? Oh, Potch Finder. Can you put him in the front? No, he's entourage only. You know, man, I was gonna have him in the party, like possibly permanently, but that's okay. You can be on my entourage. Potch Finder's great. What's this? All right. Green characters are entourage only. All right. Posh Finder is great. That's true. You can use the shortcut in the main mine area. Okay.
We did it!
Here we go.
All right. We still gotta go to the prison, so onward. How long in the game before we find Vicky? One of the most important of any Suikoden games. I simply must have Vicky.
My name is Josephine. Here we go.
All right.
Victory to us.
We're almost there. Yeah. You can grab a save. I don't know. It's been a little bit. We don't want to lose Egbert. Oh, we've already put 15 hours into this game. I tell you, when I got to like the 15-hour mark in Suikoden 4, I was looking for the door. I don't even feel like I've started this game. And I'm perfectly cool with that. Like, I feel like we have a lot left. I know it's a longer game too, but I mean, it's just like I'm enjoying it. You guys are still dressed in the uniform for this prison. We brought them back while still wearing the uniform to attack the prison again.
Here we go.
Like, I feel like I'd enjoy putting 100 hours into Suikoden 5. I don't think I will take 100 hours, but I feel like I would enjoy it. I think Suikoden 4, I would have never. Like, I would have quit. 2 and 5 are the best Suikoden games, followed by 1 and 3, and then 4. We don't talk about 4. Wait, I went back downstairs. Oops. Was this it? Your Highness, someone is being held prisoner here. It is a prison, dude. Please wait, I'll open it now. It's open. Your Highness, did you say Your Highness? It can't be. Oh, Your Royal Highness the Prince? What are you doing in a place like this? Well, I didn't mean... Please excuse my ill manners. My name is Takamu. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. I had been drawing a map of Felina under the direct orders of His Majesty Ferret himself. Ooh, a map. His Majesty wanted to create and publish accurate maps for the use of all people. But after His Majesty passed away, Goblin declared that maps were military secrets. I stuck up for what His Majesty told me and that maps belonged to everybody, and then Goblin locked me up in here. Maybe Your Highness was led here by His Majesty's spirit. Ah, so we found our cartographer. Does that mean we're gonna get a world map? Because that'd be awesome. Yeah, I was complaining about not having a world map, and I forgot that like in 2 you had to find the cartographer to get the world map. Come with me. Oh, what a remarkably kind offer. You really are His Majesty's son. Thank you very much. First, please wait a moment. Goblin confiscated some of my belongings. They should still be in this prison. They were just some harmless surveying and plotting items, so I presume that they dumped them in the room somewhere. But the science of cartography shall triumph in the end. I hid the last map I drew inside that equipment you see. I know it's rather presumptuous of me to ask you for more help after you rescue me, but can you help me find that map? I'm sure Your Highness will find the map most useful as well. Okay. Up in the prison or is it in the basement? Let's check the basement because we're right beside it. Oh, I thought there were boxes down here, aren't there? Yeah. Any possessions of the prisoners would have been deposited around this room, I believe. I don't recall this hole being here. A dwarf dug us this hole so that we could sneak in here. Wow, amazing. An underground path. What color should I use to mark it? Enough of that. We need to hurry up and find your surveying equipment. Ah, yes. You do have a point. I can't rightly begin surveying without my surveying equipment. Oh, okay.
Here we go.
We did it!
My plan with the stream going forward, now that Valkyria Chronicles run the poll, I mean, this week my schedule's gonna be a little funky because of the way work is going. But you know, going forward it'll still be Suikoden from like 8 to 10, and then from 10 to midnight would be Valkyria Chronicles, right? And then when we finish Suikoden, I'm gonna put in another JRPG there. So Wild Arms tied Valkyria Chronicles. So Wild Arms will take the Suikoden slot. We can do Wild Arms 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 because I have all of them, right? And from my understanding is that they're all really good games. So we'll have Wild Arms take the Suikoden slot, and then we'll do Valkyria Chronicles in the nighttime slot and like the late night slot. And that when that finishes, we'll do another poll. What fills that slot up? This is it. This is my equipment. I've heard good things about Wild Arms as well. When I have all the games, it's time to play them, right? You found it. I think Wild Arms has some like puzzles in their dungeons too. Like you have like different abilities you can use, and you can like solve little, you know, like press a switch here to open a door there kind of puzzles. Here, take this. Map of Felina, yes. This is the most accurate map of Felina in existence today. I do hope you'll find it useful. I'm sure I will. I'm sure this country will change, however, as a result of the fighting between His Highness and Godwin. I suppose that as long as the land is at war, a cartographer's work will never be done. I would like to continue the mission given to me by His Majesty Ferret and complete it for you, Your Highness. I look forward to serving you, Your Royal Highness. Alright. Cool. You said there was a new shortcut in the mines we could go through too? Let's check that out. Oh, we also have some new escape route. That's cool. We also have some new games coming out this year that I want to play too. We'll slot those in at some point, as they come out. There's like Square Enix has a whole bunch of games that are coming out that I really want to play. Like there's Harvestella and I gotta think. My brain is second to catch up. Let's see, there's Harvestella, there's they're making a remake, like Tactics Ogre remake. Diofield Chronicle comes out next month. Valkyrie Elysium, the new like Valkyrie profile game, comes out next month. In October, we got a new Star Ocean. Harvestella and Tactics Ogre in November. At some point, there's the Crisis Core is getting moved to like PS5 or Switch or something. And at some point this year, we're supposed to get a new Front mission. I don't think I'll have time to play all of those, but I'm interested in them. And that's just the Square Enix ones, right? Between the Dwarf Village and the outside. So before the Dwarf Village, that part of the mine. All right, we'll go check that out. See what we can find there. Could be items. Secret paths means secret treasure. Looking forward to the Crisis Core remake. So many people never got to play it. I played it a bit on my PSP. I never finished it, but I have seen the cutscenes. So like, I know the story. Which is going to be even more important with like Final Fantasy Remake 2 coming out. Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2 coming out sometime. If I take Takamu to the hidden path, I'll get a mini quest. Okay. Well, we're doing that right now anyways. So there we go. No, this way.
Here we go.
We did it!
Okay. Are there any more recruits after this, or do we need to head back to like Rainwall? Taking the guide. Cool. Take your time. Seems to be it for now. All right.
Victory to us. Here we go.
All right. Way. Hey Claire, how's it going, man? The shortcut was right outside the dwarf village. Oh, all right, well, I guess we'll go back. I must have missed it. I thought it was like at the entrance.
They can't defeat me.
Like, we're almost at the entrance, aren't we? Is it a shortcut between the entrance and the thing? Because if so, then right, can you get to it from either side? Or do you have to open it from one side or the other?
For Lady Merced.
Wait. Man, there's a lot of fights in here. Because of the extra work I'm doing this week, I don't have extra free time, so I'm not having time to prep my 5th edition D&D game I normally run on Thursdays. So instead, I'm not going to be running it, and there will be a stream on Thursday. So we're going to be having Suikoden. Is it right here? No? I'll just get it from the other side, maybe? Try from the other side. We'll be having a Suikoden stream every night this week at 8. So, you know, tonight, but also Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and probably Friday as well. Friday's undetermined yet, but probably. It'd be right by the entrance? Okay, so like over here. There was a cart over here, wasn't there? No. That is the entrance. There was another cart farther down, I think, maybe. On the right? We'll figure it out. All we're doing is earning up money for our weapon upgrades. That's what we're doing. It's right there, the tracks? Okay. It makes sense for it to be right at the entrance, for it to be like a really good shortcut, right? Using these tracks on the left here? Oh, look. Prosperity armband. +7 physical defense and plus 10% potch after battle. Done. there anything else on this trip? I guess we should check the whole path to see if there's any more chests. It is much shorter. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything else on the secret path. So we actually want to head out. So a little bit of poison. Oh, he's taking a little nap, guys. Don't worry about it. Should be okay. He's sleepy. Okay. Brings back to Raft Fleet. Boat looks humongous compared to Raft Fleet or sailing around on it. Alright. We just need to leave, I think. Oh, we can up our weapons some more first. Nope. We should have a lot more money now. Yeah, 56,000. It's a little bit more money. Certainly help. Okay. Josephine last. I don't see myself using Josephine all the time. That said, we have enough money for her, I think. She is a caster. She could be good. Alright, everybody's level 7. Melior. The Colonel Sword, huh? Alright. Let's see if we have some new rune slots. Fire orb for Josephine, yep. Okay. buy some salt and leave. This is the right way. Turned around in Raffleet. I hear you're gonna take care of my grandson Shinra. Oh, here we go. Thank you very much, Your Highness. Oh. I thought we got getting somewhere with him. Is my grandson Shinra working hard for you? No, nothing yet. All right, that was something new at least. We got a bunch of salt now. Oh, we can stop by and actually, you know what, guys? It is already after 10. I've gone over my time. I've got to go do some regular work. Badly. But I'll be back on tomorrow night at 8. Save the game, please. So come by tomorrow night at 8, and we'll be playing some more Suikoden 5. Hope to see you then. Hopefully tomorrow night we can go a little bit later than tonight. It will depend on how work goes. But thanks for coming by, Rufus, Noel Girl, Claire. You've been a great help, as always. See you next time, guys.